Good morning. My name is Peter Brown. I am a project manager at FreeVolt USA, which is an energy efficiency company here in the Coachella Valley of California. We're going to be talking today about doing a solar panel installation upcoming in a residential house, and we'll get right to the process. So today we're going to talk about a solar panel install, which is going on very soon in Palm Desert. The project will be encompassing about 30 solar panels, 30 modules. And we're going to talk about the entire scope, some of the work that's to be done, communications and human resources, and some of the people who are the decision makers at stake in this process. We'll also talk about some of the communication challenges and issues of scope creep. Now the project starts with a sales contract, which the sales agent will get signed by the customer. And right then and there, the sales agent will conduct a site survey. They'll walk around the house, they'll check the electrical elements of the house, if it's a 100 volt system or 200 volt system or greater. They'll do a quick survey of the electrical bill that the customer has and see exactly what size of a unit they need. That purchase agreement and site survey is submitted overseas to Central Europe, and over there the engineers will develop a concept plan, a design, which will include Google Earth pictures showing exactly where the solar panels will go on the roof. That design will be submitted to structural and electrical engineering. We have a third-party electrical engineer and a structural engineer who help to devise how the system is going to be connected electrically and how to install the panels structurally on the roof so we don't, create any stress issues on the joists and the construction of the roof. That plan is submitted for permitting to the county or city, whatever the site is. Hopefully it goes well. We order the product overseas from the factory in Europe, or we might have some in the warehouse. We schedule an installation after the product is in stock, and then we do an installation. Could take anywhere from 1 to 3 days, maybe more, depends on the complexity. And then we get an inspection, and hopefully the inspector for the city or county signs off on that. And then we take that paperwork and take it to the utility company and ask for a PTO, a permission to operate. And after that, the customer can flip a switch and we go live, and they start net metering their energy back to the utility company. Some of the issues that we could be coming up with in this would be communication with the European office. There is, of course, a time delay of 9 hours between us and them. That creates a whole delay of 1 day sometimes. Depends on which way the communication is going. There's also issues of engineering. There's complexities that could arise. Maybe the roof isn't strong enough to support all the panels. Perhaps there's electrical issues and we have to have an electrician come in and basically boost and juice up the system. There's also cost and labor, which occurs when we have to send somebody out for a permit inspection, and they wait all day for an inspector to come. The inspector spends 5 minutes, and then our team member has spent all day waiting for them, and that's just a huge waste of time, but there's not much we can do about that. So these are all issues that could contribute to the scope creep in this project. Just to kind of highlight the timeline, the site survey is done the same day as the contract. It's sent to engineering overseas. Within 48 hours, we get that back. So that's 3 days. We get the permitting and the homeowner's approval within a couple days. And of course, that could be an issue. Sometimes homeowner associations don't meet but once a month. And if we miss a meeting, we have to wait an entire month to be able to get that approval for the homeowner association. Installation scheduled, and that's could be anywhere from 2 weeks out to a month or so. It depends on the complexity of the previous steps. Communication is key in this process. Some of the members include the CEO, the Chief Operating Officer, office and support staff, which basically collaborate with all members in all departments in the office. Third-party engineering is key. And then we have staff members be considered like an SME. For example, Jeremy Roos does sales and writes copy and does a lot of things for us, and he's an integral part of this whole communication. That communication is done in a lot of different ways. We have Monday meetings, we have Friday meetings. There's communication just among the installers, and that's what the Solar Tech meeting is about. There's design reviews, which go on continually, daily, between office staff, usually a one-on-one conversation in person. Could be a text and email. And then, there's other meetings, of course, but these are the most important ones that deal with operations. In terms of the human resource factors, we have a good mix of Gen Y and Gen X employees. There might be a boomer or two around like me, and that creates an interesting mix. We incorporate a democratic style of leadership, and that seems to work for this younger group of people. We have about 10 or 15 team members in this whole project, and we utilize everybody from sales all the way down to installers to office assistants. So that concludes the presentation. The only other word I wanted to mention was, we have competitors like Renova Solar, which are very active down here. They are different in that they do a rental of the equipment or a lease, and we don't sell the equipment to them. They don't sell the equipment to their customers, so it's different from us. We sell it to a customer. We don't lease it. So there is a benefit, hopefully down the line, if someone's going to keep their solar panel system, it should pay for itself within 6 to 8 years. And industry trends include, changes in developing and regulations, such as there's new laws coming out where solar will be an integral part of new home development projects. So a lot of multi-unit projects will have solar built into that whole process. And of course, the regulations are always changing. There's still a federal tax credit for a couple more years, 30%. The state funding is pretty much dried up, but things are always changing in that regard. So we're pretty optimistic about this. Well, that concludes the presentation, and I want to thank you for your time, and make it a great day. Thank you.